Okay, Friday morning in the kingdom, and it's Chilly Willy here. Okay. Ooh. It's minus 32 Celsius, but feels like minus 42. And on the F scale, it's minus 26 F, but feels like minus 44 F. That is extremely cold for the USA people. And according to the news there, they're really getting it down there. And they're blaming me. Well, I'm not sending it to you because there's no wind, eh? Okay, because they're getting lots of wind down there. Okay, but I'm off to a late start this morning because we're celebrating. So we're 1 hour exactly behind schedule. So the sun is up, okay? You can see it right there. All right. But I was celebrating last night, or I have two reasons why we kind of running late, okay? That's the reasons there, two reasons. They should have been mixing the drinks like that, eh? Oh, that's my new glove. All right. Okay, but YouTube, we now have 5,000 subscribers, eh? That's 5,000 people following along, eh? And they're not all my ex-wives, so that's a good thing. And also, too, the Lynn Tractor camping video went to 100,000 views in 2 weeks. That's unreal. It didn't take us 10, 15 years, to get to 10,000 like it usually does, okay? But that means people are really watching us and enjoying it. And we're showing the Lynn Tractor actually working hard. But today is a special day because 20 years ago, I was driving the staff to school. Yes, my daughter, at the age of 5, going to kindergarten. We're in the 64 Bel Air car, driving the staff to school. Okay, now nobody goes to school. They don't do anything. It's just a waste of time. So the Zena, at a young age, told me to stop and take a picture of the sunrise because it was early before 9 o'clock. Okay, I can't disclose all the details because that's what makes it impressive. So I took a picture of the sunrise with the head frame for the mining. Okay, I don't have a colored printer. Okay, so this is the picture I took, okay? It'd probably look better in color, but I'll make sure I add the original picture to behind this intro. I won't put it at the end of the video because some people fall asleep by then, okay? So I'll put this picture in color right after the intro. So I thought nothing of this picture or anything like that, okay? Here's a colorblind guy driving a 64 Bel Air car to drive the kid to school, and the kid told me to stop and take a picture, which I did. The picture's become very popular, okay? And the people of Whoville are claiming it as they took it. I just laugh at this. Like, are you this dumb? The people of Whoville say they took it. Unreal. So I won't disclose the location, the time, or the date, but it's 20 years ago today. It's when this picture was taken, okay? And I just laugh. Okay, so then these people go to the pearly gates and stand in front of St. Peter there and, to confess their sins and hoping to get into heaven. And they're going to be lying, lying about a picture they never took. Me, I'm not worried about going to the pearly gates and standing there, okay? Because I don't want to be in there. They dress in white, okay? And it's cold, okay? I don't look good in white. And I'm not going to go to a cold place or a cool place, and float around, I'm going the other way. I want to be warm and dressed in black, okay? AC/DC wrote a song, and it's very popular, Highway to Hell, okay? I'm going to be so warm because, I spent my whole life freezing to death. Oh, look at that sunrise. It's coming up good, okay? So that's where I'm going. So that's what I say. Enjoy the picture. Have fun. I just laugh at it because, I just shake my head. There's only one picture. Colorblind person took it. Thought it was good because his daughter told him it was good, and she was 5 years old. So that's enough for today's rant and the people of Whoville. And you wonder why they hate me. Oh, I'm writing a book about that too, eh? Oh, I won't disclose that because it's on with Amazon, okay? Okay, the flag exercise. I better get going here because everything's going to die and quit. My hand is getting cold in my new glove area. Okay, look at the flag exercise. He's a tangled mess just like me last night, celebrating 100,000 views on a video, okay? All right, let's scroll this way. Once again, it's too cold to do anything in the kingdom, and plus there's no fuel, so, well, whatever. We don't make plans. Somebody told us we're going to do stuff and everything. Well, we go, it's based on the weather. There's no fuel. There's no nothing, okay? All right. Look at the wood stove going there, okay? Oh, look at that. Okay, so that's not the cold weather we're sending down to the States, because them guys are getting wind and lots of wind. Now the sun is so bright in my eyes, it's unreal. I can't see anything. Okay, I better go. This is ridiculous. This hand is officially cold now. All right. Okay, we're hiding in the shop because it's too cold to do anything outside, and really we're trying to do stuff in the shop to stay warm. The wood stove's pumping out the heat. Like, look at our temperature here we have. We have the fans running, but the floor is still cold, okay? So it's kind of pointless. It's like the guy hand bailing out the Titanic with a 5-gallon pail. It's just pointless. We usually don't work in the shop on these cold days, but we have to keep the viewers of YouTube happy with steady feed, because we'd like the daily updates like I did for 20 years on my website, okay? I will have to get a new computer that'll turn on so I can update the website. So I changed out the lights here to these LED lights that Rodney had sent, okay? So we'll just walk back over here. So these lights will give us better lighting for filming, okay? The sad part is I just bought these brand new tractor lights, as they call them, because that was my trademark. The old tractor lights, you know, they've been around since Christ was a cowboy. But that will go on to other vehicles and such. But these cats here, we need them for filming. So one of the best things about the Bismarck is we put an electric fuel pump on it, okay? So we have the inline filter down here, okay? Oh, I'm not sure what the character... Oh, that's Elmo. I'm wearing Elmo today. He's doing pretty good. So we have a electric fuel pump, but we also have a filter in line because Caterpillar put the filter after the fuel pumps and such. So we run an inline fuel pump here. It's a Carter made for diesel, and then we pump it up into the fuel system. Plus we have a return line up here. I don't know if we can show it, but it goes back here, back to the tank, okay? And the reason for this is to keep the fuel warm, okay? Not sure why Caterpillar didn't have a cycling system for the fuel, so the D6s would freeze up on us. And yet all the IH cats come right from the factory with a fuel return to keep the fuel warm in the tank. So that worked out pretty good back in the day. We're also removing the batteries from under the hood, because the first thing you do when you get a D6 cat is toss the pup motor into the scrap pile. We don't even bother with them, try starting them, or do anything with them. I had one on a 15B dragline. The pop motor caused me more grief on that D4400 series than anything. Worse than an ex-wife. So these batteries have to come out from under the hood and mount it on the fender like the TD18s, because we have to take the batteries in to warm them up now, because we live in the 1950s where these batteries are crap. So I just shake my head, and it's too hard to reach in and out to drag the batteries in. So it's better to put them on the fender, lift out and carry them in, and then bring out the warm batteries, and the cat will start. Oh, these lips are dry. We need some vodka because it's Christmas. I can day drink. I got an excuse now. All right, it's coffee time. Time to go have a coffee. Okay, before coffee, I used a plasma cutter to cut up these pieces of scrap here. This is 1/2 inch thick. The plasma cutter is just barely getting through, but I've learned to live with it, okay? The dog is very inquisitive on my clothes here for some reason. Okay, back to the plates here. All right, maybe it's the peanuts I was eating, eh? Okay, back to the plates here. The little plasma cutter did it. So now I'll just beat these plates off, or the slag or whatever, the pieces I cut off, and then I can use them. I wasn't going to go out and look in the snow or the parts trader, the steel trader, or whatever for the proper plates. It's faster to do it this way, and that way I'm using up this recycled steel. My goodness, he's really curious today. All right, I better go. Okay, quitting time in the kingdom, and I spent the last hour holding the grinder, shaking my brains out and stuff like that, but I got these pieces that the plasma cutter didn't look too pretty with, looking pretty good, so they'll get welded on for the sleigh bunks here. Plus we dressed up the other ones over here, so now my hands are all tingling from holding the grinder for over an hour. So the vodka will taste good as I'm holding it, and it'll probably shake and jiggle in my hand, so it'll keep the vodka and orange juice stirred. Okay, 5 o'clock in the kingdom. The yard lights have been on for a while, but it's dark, or officially dark, but it's not quite dark. The sun is setting in the south there. And look at the flag exercise. He just wrapped himself up to enjoy the day because it was so cold. All right, I'm going to go drink some beer, some vodka, anything to take the pain away from holding that grinder. So we'll talk to you later.